when we look at today's cooking and today's gastronomy, for many, it has much to do with pleasure, of course, with well-being, with sharing moments, experiencing culture, but it has also to do with ecology and biodiversity. And that's where sustainable gastronomy comes into the play. As I said, there's no accepted definition, but the concept itself, it suggests that it is about producing food that is environmentally friendly, environmentally sensitive, preparing and eating it so that it nourishes the mind and the body, of course, but it also implies sort of the survival of local food production. It's often mentioned, the transmission of culinary knowledge, the right to pleasure and diversity. Also, we often talk about the creation of an authentic experience and the well-being of individuals and communities. So as you can see, there are many, many different little pieces that fits into the concept of sustainable gastronomy. If you look at the United Nations, or this observance of the Sustainable Gastronomy Day, it's about recognizing that gastronomy and sustainable gastronomy has impact on many different little pillars, and the large pillars being societal, environmental, and economic pillars. But within this, we say, all right, sustainable or gastronomy has got a role towards agriculture, towards food security, towards the nutrition of the individuals. It's about food production. It's about biodiversity and the conservation of biodiversity. Gastronomy and sustainable gastronomy plays a role in so many different branches, so many different aspects to society, and is linked to so many broader issues such as climate change, such as biodiversity collapse, such as malnutrition or perhaps obesity. I mean, there's so many topics that are linked to this. It's kind of very good and very important that the United Nations recognize such the role of gastronomy, and particularly the role of sustainable gastronomy has in society and in the fabric of society. Gastronomy plays a role on at least, out of the 17 goals that are listed in the Sustainable Development Goals until 2030, plays a role in the majority of those, whether it's about marine life, whether it's about poverty, whether it's about hunger, nutrition, etc. It plays a role in most of those, as a matter of fact. If we want to talk about the SDGs and we want to see, well, how about food waste? Another very important topic, because food waste is related to so many different aspects of the SDGs, whether it's hunger or whether it's energy, etc. It's a little bit hard to just pin it down to one particular issue, because in fact gastronomy covers so many different parts of the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals.